Wagwan fam, I'm King Ross, your my loyal subjects. It's that time of the bastard week once again, where I take a look at all the WTF moments from WWE RAW. As we all saw at the start of the show, this week's WWE RAW emanated from Columbus, Ohio. The University of Ohio of Columbus, Ohio, Columbus State, Ohio State. Then we fast forward 10 minutes or so and Mick Foley goes for his cheap pop and he's all like, "Wait, we're all in fucking Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania." Look at the sadness in his eyes. Yes, once again, editor Dick Tubbs has put a swearing ban on me because Reloaded, that recap show about WCPW that you all definitely watch, got filmed before me today. So, you know, it's going on 4 o'clock already. Epicini Club sign in the second row or third row, maybe even fourth row at WWE RAW. I push my fingers into my eyes. However, to close things back a bit, there were a couple of marks who claimed they were sick guys. Of course, as we all know just by looking at those two freaks, they're a different kind of sick to this sick guy. I'm a good type of sick. They're a weird type of mentally sick. Disgusting human beings. Dirty, disgusting, spotty marks. The sign that read Harambe loved Raw. Did he? He was a gorilla. He probably didn't even own a television. You know what nonsensical pop culture-y signs like this make me want to do? I push my fingers into my eyes. Next, we have a sign that reads Rollins botched Harambe. What the flip does that even mean? Seth Rollins has got a bit of an unfair reputation for being a bit of a botcher maniac. Hiya, Matthew. How are you doing? Yeah, I'll read pet. I am well, mate. Thank you very much. He's injured Sting. He's injured your boy Finn Balor. He's got a bad reputation, therefore he is the botcher man. Hiya, Matthew again. How are you doing? How are you? Are you alright, man? But as we all know, the term botch does not mean murder, which is what happened to poor old Harambe earlier this year when he had a pop capped in his arse by some zookeeper. Now then, Richard, if you don't mind, I need to swear in this one. I really need to swear in this one. Is that okay? Speak up now.
I suppose.
He said, I suppose, with his beard and top knot. There was a sign, another sign. We all know you love the signs. We're not struggling for numbers again like we were at Roadblock. That read Virgil for Hall of Fame 2017. Basically, I've got two things to say to that. The first thing is f*** off. He was shite. F*** off. Just f*** off. Virgil was shite. Not even the money and meat sauce makes him any good. I do laugh at that though. Money and meat sauce. Sexist pig, you dirty sexist pig, Virgil. And second of all, as we all know, signs of this nature force me to do one thing. Not getting old this at all, is it? You f***ing marks love it, don't you? Ha ha ha. I push my fingers into my eyes. The Shark Cage. Well, I guess that sales of WWE Crash Cage playset aren't doing very well. As we all saw at NXT TakeOver Toronto, the cage was used what seemed like a day after. Maybe it was released before. I don't care either way. A playset with a massive bloody cage was released by WWE. Of course, as we all know, far less people watch NXT than watch Raw, so that appearance at NXT TakeOver Toronto wasn't a sufficient big enough advertising thing for the cage for those playsets to sell well. So they've took it to Raw for a bigger audience, bigger push, bigger advertisement. I'm a businessman as well as being a guy. But at the end of the day, I'm not surprised whatsoever that these games playset childish things, although I know a few 35-year-old men who live alone will buy these, the horrible spotty dirty versions, because they cost $30 bastard ducats from Argos. Argos, where you get everything for cheap over here in the United Kingdom, but not that. You get a plastic cage and a crane and a ring that probably won't be included because, you know, WWE do that well, don't they? They give you very little for a lot of money. That costs 30 bahts. I'm not surprised no one's buying it because that, my friends, is extortionate. A price so extortionate that it makes me want to do one thing. I push my fingers into my eyes. Are you getting sick of it yet? Are you getting sick of it yet? Next, we have Chris Jericho, who claimed he was afraid of heights, even though he was the innovator of the Money in the Bank match, competed in several ladder matches that weren't Money in the Bank matches, and then he's jumped off cages and stuff, you know. Hey, he's not afraid of heights, is he? Chris Jericho claimed he was afraid of heights despite the fact he has scaled the mountain in WWE no less than 6 times. He scaled the mountain and got to the very top. He's been on top of the mountain looking down at the rest of us, you know, because he's world champion. Philosophical talk from this sick guy. You can't buy that from anywhere else. I am the greatest man alive today. Not you, Austin Aries. Me. Woo. Ah. Now I know Jericho was being a chicken poo heel here, but I don't care. That line was absolute fire, and I just had to say it. So there you go. Oh, well, would you look at that? WWE making light of Mick Foley's mental health. Lol. Hee. Ho. As we all know, Mick Foley killed himself when he was a professional wrestler. He took more chair shots to the head than Jack the Jobber uses awkward pauses in one episode of Fast Count. And trust me, he uses literally millions of those. This is definitely a WTF moment because of all the stuff we read online, the things like Mick Foley. You remember the old clip pad? He needed to have that to have his promo written down there because he used to forget it. There was the earpiece rumours because he would forget his promo because his brain has been mashed to f***. Oh, I've sworn. By the likes of The Rock and every other bloody wrestler that stepped into the ring with him. He was a human pinata, as we all know. But no, WWE have him. Oh! I've forgotten me keys. Seconds after he forgot the name of the bloody town he was in. WTF. Let's all laugh at Mick's poor old brain. You're so cruel, Vince McMahon. You an evil bastard. I hate you, Vince. Staying with the Mickster, and no, I'm not going to make that shirt a WTF moment. It was very clear it was worn to be a WTF moment, but I'm not going to take the bait. It was an ugly shirt. It was just an ugly shirt. Take it for what it's worth, which is very little in the context of these videos. Anyway, the Mickster, jumping round the ring, getting up on the second turnbuckle, jumping off the second turnbuckle, and here I am, perusing the interweb, reading things. Oh, Mick Foley's going to take 6 weeks off television so he can get a hip replacement. But there he is, jumping round like he's bloody Neville. Those jumps tell me that Mick does not need a hip operation. Those internet rumours are hip-hopper liars. Oh, wow. I'll teach you to stop my best pal having sex with your wife. Isn't the narrative of the Big Cass and Ruru angle very questionable? But once again, even though Enzo Amore was blatantly gonna commit adultery, Ruru, my bae, my spirit animal, is the heel merely because he's Bulgarian. Racists triggered! I'm triggered. I really like Corey Graves. He did the right thing and he bigged up my bae, my spirit animal, Ruru, after that heroic win at Roadblock. You know, the one he got via count out. You know, the one where he completely mugged off that big old New Yorkian oaf, Big Cass. Michael Cole, despite being there and commentating on that match, had a different opinion of what happened in the ring at Roadblock. This is a direct quote as to what he said in response to Corey's bigger uppering of me bae, Ruru. He didn't beat the 10 count. Oh my God! He got counted out. Oh my God! Then Michael took a pause which felt like it lasted for over 10 minutes before he said, oh my God! You're right. Yes. Despite seeing what happened in the ring, Michael still claimed the exact opposite happened. What a twat. You don't need to bleep that, Richard. You do not need to bleep that. Hearing commentary like that, though, it makes me want to do one thing. I pushed my fingers into my ears because it was commentary heard with my ears, not seen with my eyes. While reviewing the Sasha Banks and Charlotte Iron Man match, Maggle Cole said he wanted to jump forward to the 10-minute mark in the match. This was the picture shown with the clock showing 10 minutes and seconds. I can't remember how many seconds there were, but it's irrelevant at the end of the day. The 10th minute is there. Just like Maggle, we watched this match and we clearly all saw that the clock was counting down, not counting up. Meaning that shot there is at the 20-minute mark with 10 minutes of the match remaining. It was counting down, not counting up. Maggle, he can't tell the time, which is a bit surprising considering it's John o'clock all the bloody time. He can't tell the time despite his best pal has a bloody time named after him. What a tosser. The new Raw Tag Team Championships are red. Did WWE not read anything on the internet when that Universal title got released? I don't think they did. This new era, probably about giving the fans what they want. They probably said that way back when. I can't believe remember the Tooter Bash. It f***s up me brain. We clearly don't want that red belt because we don't like red belts for some reason. But they gave us 2 more red belts to go with that big horrible red belt they used in the main event scene. WTF. Braun Strowman is supposed to be a fit of uncontrollable rage. He's supposed to see monkey, kill monkey. Isn't that the saying? I don't bloody know. See monkey do monkey, kill monkey do monkey. All the same bloody thing. Anyway, while he was doing that thing backstage, he took pity on the cameraman. He looked right down the lenses to say, what have I gotta do? You know, because he's from the south. Before turning his attentions to some boxes and throwing them. But it was funny, you know, with the character. He destroys everything in his path. But he looked directly down the cameraman's lens and he didn't attack them. We're not struggling for numbers at all again. We're really not. Roar! Noam Dar's inability to say Alicia Fox normally is my new favourite thing in wrestling. When saying the best Northern Light suplex giver in the history of professional wrestling's name, Noam puts some sort of deep, growly, Scottish thing on the Fox. Alicia 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 Fox. But while that is my new favourite thing, Noam Dar's character, which according to my fellow colleague here at WhatCulture.com, Adam Cleary, a fanny rat, I really wanted to say something more PC. Cleary gave me that. If you're triggered by that term, which undoubtedly you are, because you're triggered by everything, go to his Twitter at Adam Cleary. That's at ADAMCurlico. Go over there and tell him how angry you are at that term, because quite frankly, I'm angry as well. Terrible, horrible, fanny rat, horrible, disgusting, sexist. New Day talk about how Ric Flair couldn't be a 16-time world champion if he didn't lose the belt on 15 separate occasions. Big E then pipes up, oh, this is why I love Big E. It's not just the jiggling and being thick AF that I love him for. It's for bands like this. He chirped up and said that'll be Charlotte in a month. You know, because of this game of hot potato, Charlotte and Sasha are playing with the Raw Women's Championship. He just doesn't give a F-U-C-K. Richard. Next, we're on to Sheamus, which sees a return of my fantastic Irish accents to these WTF Moments videos. Sheamus, and I'm going to read this, you know, because I'll be concentrating too much on the accent itself to remember what's written down here. Sheamus said the following. It is day 1 of the new reign of the new WWE Tag Team Champion Sheamus. Well, there's Sheamus. I'm here to tell you that you're bloody wrong, you little fecker. You're not the WWE Tag Team Champion. You're the Raw Tag Team Champion. There's a set of belts for Raw. There's a set of belts for SmackDown. There's not one for both. That will make you the champion of the Hood Cup, Popper. Baileys and Guinness and bricks. Brick. I love my brick. WTF with the W meaning why this time did Bo Dallas, Jinder Mahal, Darren Young and Bob Backlund do to get themselves into sensitivity training? We all know that Enzo Amore flashed his certified G, otherwise known as his Willie, at women during Raw a few weeks back. What did they all do? I don't know, and quite frankly, I don't care. That little meeting just seemed to be a gathering for gimmicks that haven't quite worked. The gimmick don't work club. Yes, I would probably try to make up some things here that are slanderous, but I don't want to get WhatCulture into more trouble than it's already in. It's not in trouble at all. We're only in clickbait ducats. Here's a quote from Bailey. If I'm not good enough, Charlotte, how about I prove it right now? She wants to prove that she's not good enough. Why would she want to do that? Surely she would want to prove that she's not good enough. Wrong. The theory that she's not good enough. Wrong. The theory that she's not good enough. Wrong. Hopefully, Richard, you can edit that in so that sentence makes sense, because I can't be asked to do it again. Get this right, they're calling Charlotte the Queen of Pay-Per-View in 2016. Now, as a man that watches a lot of 90s television, because I was born in the 90s, if I see any of you going, oh, Ross looks a lot older than being born in the 90s, I'll f*** you up. But you know, Chandler Bing wanking over a shark, as Monica thought. Ha ha ha. Pay-per-view porn is what I'm getting at here. The Queen of Pay-per-view porn. Yes, I know some of you out there will get triggered by this, me putting a woman and Queen in pay-per-view together and getting porn. But I don't care at this point. You get triggered at far too much, in my humble opinion. Just don't take what I say so seriously and live a little. Enjoy life instead of being a grouchy bastard. F*** off. But aye, Queen of Pay-Per-View made you think porn, didn't it, if you're a man of a certain vintage? Yes, it did, and don't deny it. Here is a quote from Michael Cole. Oh my God, there is a woman that is, oh my God, undefeated, oh my God, the entire year in one-on-one matches. I've made a list here of all the matches Charlotte's had on pay-per-view that weren't one-on-ones. We had the WrestleMania Triple Threat, a Money in the Bag Tag Team match with Dana Brooke, Clash of Champions Triple Threat involving Bailey, which in turn knocked this whole shtick of Bailey's 2-0, now 3-0 up against Charlotte, completely down the, I wanted to say S-H-I-T-T-E-R, but I'll say toilet. Charlotte beat Bailey in a triple threat match. Remember, I'm now going to play a part of you, the internet spotty virgin. Oh my God, Kevin Owens broke the fourth wall. He's waving at me. Oh my God, where's my blood sock? Let me whack myself into oblivion. Yes, that's right. Kevin Owens looked directly down the camera lens and waved at us. Oh, wasn't that? You know, he's not supposed to be doing that, is he? Ha ha ha, lol. Hee hee hee, ho ho ho. Do you think he was waving to Colt Cabana? Hey? Hey! Whoa! Hey! Will they stop showing pictures of bored children at the climax of matches? It completely ruins the moment. None of us tune in to look at children unless, of course, unless, and I hesitate to say this, there's a few nonces out there. Which there might be. Weirdos are all over the shop, aren't they? Bit of blue for the dads, bit of blue for the dads. And that's it for all your WTF moments from WWE RAW, and the end of my year inches closer and closer. One more video to go, and then I'm gone until 2017. I can't fucking wait. Bleep that one, Richard. Bleep that one hard. Bye.